first ultra race was the Sahara Marathon, where you run in the Sahara with a rucksack for 6 or 7 days. You have everything with you except water, so you have to, exactly how much food you want to take, how much clothes you want to take, and you run every day. It's like a stage race. You have results for every day, and it was a beautiful experience because you're basically with the elements, just earth, the sky, and yourself. And also there, of course, it's a lot of experiences going on inside. I had a lot of experiences, not only good ones. I mean, it was, as a spiritual person, you always kind of get something that brings you further. And that was the first one. Then I did a 100K race in Switzerland, quite a famous race, then 24-hour. My big race was the 1,000-mile in New York, which I did in 1991, and I actually didn't do 1,000, I did 830 miles in 13 days. This was definitely my ultimate experience, and there, of course, again, it's a very special atmosphere. Also, Sri Chinmoy is around, is coming every day. You come into a state of consciousness which is very difficult to explain, but I never felt things, I was never so sensitive to things. I never felt my conscience so strong. I never felt even my friends, my parents so strong. And you put away one sheet of yourself after the other until you're just only yourself. And there's nothing more you can hide. You cry quite a lot because you're so soft somehow. And you have incredible experiences because everything is you're so open to everything. Even the nature, I remember always the change from the night to day. There is a moment, the same from day to night. There's a moment, it's magic. It's like there's something in the air. Beautiful. I never saw that before. And so there were a lot of experiences. I have to say, it's a very, very tough race. You're hurting all over, and you sleep very little. You sleep 2 hours, 3 hours, maximum 4 hours. And so it's also a whole experience, and it's 13 days. You basically run as much as you can, you sleep as little as you can. You have a kitchen 24-hour. You basically run through the kitchen, you get your food almost while running or walking. You don't always run. That was actually a really good experience to see that there was like another dimension of strength coming into the picture, and I kind of kept my body running through an inner force or an inner energy. You try to bring to the fore what is your real inner self, and this is a slow process. My main race is the 24-hour race in Basel. It's actually in Basel. It has been going on since 1987. It's one of the biggest 24-hour races in the world. As both of the world records were established in that race. We had twice the European Championship there, and it has become for many runners like a mecca in the ultra world. It's about 80% men, about 20% women, and it's about 15 nations from all over Europe, even from overseas. The world record, which was established in Basel, was by Yanis Kouros, was in 1998, was 290 kilometers. And the women, it was Sigrid Lomsky from Germany. She did it in 1993, and she did 243 kilometers. Every runner is counted individually during the whole race. Each lap he gets also counted and shouted at, and then we have a food station with drinks, all kinds of drinks, food, all kinds of foods, whatever they almost wish for. Then we have music groups. We have 3 music groups on those 1.6 kilometers, 1 mile, which is there, split up. So they're all the time in this music. Then we have lots of different decorations, huge pictures, enlarged. We have decorations above the course in all different colors. And what we're planning for this year is to have a huge screen where we will show videos during the night, from other runners, from Sri Chinmoy, to create another kind of input to the atmosphere and also for the runners. The idea behind it is to create or to give the runners, the athletes, a frame where they can test themselves, where they can have it's like a scene where they can experience themselves. And the idea of a 24-hour race or an ultra race in general is to go to the limits and to actually go beyond the limits, and through that transcend yourself, get to know yourself better, And I would say, find yourself a little bit more. And people realize that if they can transcend themselves in any field, they get happiness, they get joy out of it. Even as a helper, you have great experiences. And many of the runners actually are, writing back, and they say they had amazing experiences. One said that, for example, she was carried from, it was like on wings, she was carried from one music station to the other, to the next. And another one said that for him, at some point it was like an opening up. He almost like heavens were opening up, and he had these amazing experiences.